morning, Milwaukee, and welcome to the Hustle and Grow Show powered by the Center for Teaching Entrepreneurship. So, today, this Saturday morning, we're going to be talking about some politics because the world's been pretty loaded in political issues, and especially in Milwaukee and the Midwest area.
Within the span of 2 weeks, we've had, 2 to 3 weeks, we've
Mhm.
had more political news than I care to see, honestly. We had, what was it, the beginning of this month was Maduro getting captured. Then later on in this month, it was other stuff going on in Iran. We also had uh, two very public and very sad ICE murders that
Mhm.
happened in Minneapolis, which, first off, I want to give my input on that. um, those ICE officers should not have done that. First off,
Mhm.
the goober that stood in front of what's her name, Renee Good's car.
Mhm.
You shouldn't be okay.
Yeah.
If somebody is in their car and you are an officer, you're not even a police officer. Like, you're not even local to that area. Your job is to detain immigrants, send them back to their country of origin. Why are you standing in front of the car trying to stop the car like you're the Incredible Hulk?
Yeah.
And even more so, you take out your gun and shoot her. She's an American citizen. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I was thinking or I was arguing about this, like, should she have done it on like an internet forum or should he have shot her, and
It
talking about like should you put yourself in front of a vehicle, and like
it's
if they
common.
were a
Yeah, it's
police officer, like there's Barnes v. Felix, so like a police case regarding like if you're close to a vehicle as a cop and you're going to like should you put yourself in risk of being hit, you shouldn't. Like that was
absolutely.
already
I,
disputed that you
I I
shouldn't.
I can understand totally that they may have felt like their life was being threatened, and maybe like in the heat of the moment, people do stupid stuff and they say stupid things, they do stupid things, but like you have to think critically about that. The fact that you're a federal officer as well, your department is on a federal level. You get federal funding from the government to deport immigrants that have come here illegally or legally. Which, by the way, I have no problem with ICE going to different places and taking people who came here legally, criminals that came here legally, sending them back to their country. But the people that came here legally and were immigrants, they should be allowed to stay here. I also don't agree with, Trump completely revoking birthright citizenship. That makes no sense when most of the people that are here, that are born in this country, are American. That's how it is. That's how it always will be. That's a part of our Constitution.
Yeah. And you know people who are immigrants, like undocumented or even illegal, as long as they're, well, of course, I would say as long as they're not criminals, but it's still illegal. But like as long as they're not making or like causing issues,
Yeah,
because immigrants really help the economy and as well as support different lives and cultures here.
yeah.
Hmm.
Right. Naomi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. We didn't want to leave you out. Or Anita, we didn't even get your input on this. We don't want to hog the conversation here.
Do I sound okay? Like I'm not delayed or anything?
Oh, you sound good.
No, you sound good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, my input on that is kind of like I feel like it's not debatable. Like I feel like it's wrong altogether.
Yeah.
Even if um he's like removing so-called criminals, he's not doing it in a way where he like wants to know if they're criminals or not. He's not doing it like to genuinely keep America safe.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah.
like doing it in a cruel way. Like, um, if you see
Mhm.
like the white pages, the white the White House's page, they post like really like mocking videos of the ICE raids and stuff. Like they're not doing it to be they're doing it out of spite is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I feel like with those intentions, nothing you do is really justified, you know?
Hmm.
For sure.
For sure. And I also want to give input on the recent shooting with Alex Peretti.
Hmm.
I watched that on the news and the original clip. There is nothing in that clip that even suggests that he was going to shoot those officers. And even if he was, later on in the video, we see clear evidence that they take his gun from him, which is a registered firearm to his name, by the way. They take his gun and throw it to the side. After that, they should have just handcuffed him, held him to the ground, waited for police officers or something else, or let him go on his way, right? But it doesn't take 4 to 5 men to hold down one guy, and then you're just going to shoot him? If he's getting that unruly, use a taser, use pepper spray, use anything else.
Yeah, and they did pepper spray, and they
still
got him.
went for the lethal option. Like, this doesn't. Okay. I have not been the biggest supporter of Trump. I don't think anyone is. There are some things.
No.
There are very, very few things that I agree with this president for. Very few. Like with any president, very few things or some things I agree with. But Trump has especially. It seems like his second time in office, he's just been coming back for blood.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all impeached me last time. Guess what? See what I'm about to do this time. Like, the second he got in office, instantly started flashing that I'm the president of the United States card everywhere, and just went, because I really want to talk about Venezuela. Venezuela was like, okay. For those of you that don't know, people died during the Venezuelan raid. Like, they were dropping bombs on Maduro's what do you call it, on his version of the White House. I don't know why I have a brain fart there, but the American government or the Air Force was dropping carpet bombs all across that place. And there weren't many, like in the thousands of casualties, but there were documented people that did die from there. But first off, we all know that Maduro is a criminal. We know that. He has been we know that he's smuggled drugs into this country. We know that he's a politically corrupt individual. We know this. But that still does not give the USA the right, nor the validity, nor the, like, you see everything on the internet talking about Trump's going to start World War III. He might. He's trying to go for Greenland. He's trying to go for Venezuela. Said that we are now in control of Venezuela. You had some people in Venezuela that were cheering for it and was like, "Yeah, Donald Trump, you saved us from Maduro." And then you had other people that were like, "No, we want Maduro back."
Yeah, it reminds you of like Megamind, like you're just under new management. Like,
Yeah.
you're really not like free in that sense now.
Yeah. And it's sad because they were actually watching Maduro for a long time. They were documenting everything that he did, places he went, where he slept. They even documented his pets and his security. So they knew his entire schedule 24/7 and knew the best place to strike. From a tactical perspective, they did their job. But from a legal perspective, Trump didn't even let Congress know about this. I would say that's more than enough evidence to say, bro, you're our president and you're not letting Congress know about what you plan to do
in the area. Yeah, that's room for it, or area for impeachment. Like,
yeah, because
he's really not doing his job, and he's not staying in his place.
He claims he's doing his job.
No, he's not for this country. Because there should be no reason that legal citizens and U.S. citizens should be getting deported. Makes no sense.
Yeah, they shouldn't be getting deported. Shouldn't be getting shot. Shouldn't be getting killed. And like,
well, ICE. Most of the ICE officers are not even like prepared for what they do, so they just like take their power and like abuse it.
Yeah,
but like, I guess they just like they don't even do an interview or anything. I heard they just like hire you on the spot. And they just like give you a gun and just send you off. So that's.
If that's true, we do need to look more into that. I do hear that there's a quote unquote process you have to go through, but I would believe I would be more inclined to believe that they just send you off on your way. Are you still there, Naomi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually curious. Like, what do you think they're supposed to do? Like,
listen,
do as much as possible. Do as much damage and cause as much havoc.
I genuinely think that they get their orders from either Donald Trump himself or from the border czar himself, and they all get their own missions. They go from state to state, do whatever they have to. And because I did see one video that I applauded ICE for this one thing, because they arrested a child sex offender that came here to this country illegally and kept, sexually abusing children. I applaud that. The other stuff, absolutely not. So very rarely will you ever hear me say I applaud ICE or I applaud Donald Trump. There are some things that I can agree with.
I'll say I applaud the capture. I wouldn't say I applaud ICE.
Applaud the capture? Yes. Probably not applaud ICE. But one thing, I hope, which it's probably not going to happen, no matter how much I hope or I pray. These two incidents within 2 weeks of each other, two people have died in Minneapolis. I don't want this to lead to more people going into the streets inciting anything, and then ICE kills somebody or somebody kills ICE. Then we get a full on civil war between our federal government and the people. We can't have that. Violence does not solve violence here. Nothing solves murder. Does not solve murder. You cannot pay eye for eye, because then the world goes blind, and then we all start shooting each other, right? So, to anybody hearing this on the road or at home, wherever you might be, you can protest. You can do all those things you want. You can, call for justice on social media, but please don't go out in the streets waving a gun or, inciting things with ICE, trying to fight them. And then if they shoot you because they think that you're infringing on their boundaries or their views, then, it's going to be another thing. Then we have to document and report on you, right?
Yeah,
And that's going to be another tragedy.
it definitely does need to be more outrage, especially about people who I guess you could call fence sitters, because it's a
Yeah.
time where you can't sit on the fence about this. This is
No.
a clear cut. People are dying. 8 people have already died
Oh
by
yeah,
ICE this year, so
yeah. Those
it's no longer any time.
I think the other 5 or 6 that died were immigrants
Mhm.
that came to this country, and ICE just killed them. Didn't even, because I'm pretty sure ICE protocol is you're just supposed to take them if they're from Mexico, take them to the Mexican border, and put them back in Mexico.
And no
But,
cameras there, and
yeah.
they could just do whatever they
Just
want.
turn the body cam off. Just
Because they were even lying about Alex Preddy's case.
oh yeah, they were absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if ICE genuinely, or also, I don't blame every single ICE officer, because there are some ICE officers that are doing that because that's the only thing that they can do, and they don't agree with what they're doing. Because I did see a video of a guy who was working for ICE, and he himself was a Mexican, and he didn't want to go in and arrest any of those immigrants. Like, he found it hard to do his own job. So there are ICE officers that are genuinely, like, they are having doubts about it. To which I say to you, bro, leave.
Well,
you don't have to do that.
I'm thinking, why did you sign up for it then?
He-
If you weren't ready for it, you knew, like, you probably knew what the job was.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't handle the heat, don't get in the kitchen.
You say he was a citizen.
The
Or
the
he
ICE
was a-
officer himself, yeah, he was a citizen, but he was a Mexican American. But he found it hard to arrest these immigrants. And
I think so, that it would be hard.
That's
to
kind of
deport
crazy
your
to
own.
be in that position.
yeah,
Yeah, no, he's kind of weird for that. Why would you even sign up for something that you know is going to hurt your people? And there was a reason that his parents or his grandparents came to America. So why would you take that privilege away from other people? It doesn't make any sense. If you're
Yeah.
going to try to find people who are hurting communities, find them. But you shouldn't be trying to deport citizens and people who aren't hurting our communities,
yeah,
because it takes forever to get citizenship, and the
Yeah.
fact that it's also losing birthright citizenship,
And it's so
making it worse.
expensive too.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think now we can talk about AI if we're done with that.
I've been waiting for that. I'm gonna hold back because I've been talking a lot, but I'll let you go first.
Well, right now what's been on my mind about AI is its impact on RAM costs and like computer and laptop costs,
Yeah,
because it's going
400%.
so like the price of computers with new RAM after the recent price increase is significantly affected by the rising cost of RAM components. As of early 2026, the 2x32 GB DDR5 6000 kit, which is like a high performance, like gaming and multitasking memory kit
Yeah.
that allows you to store memory.
For the
It's now going
yeah.
to $800.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't understand, RAM lingo, it
Mhm.
basically means it makes your computer run faster, it makes the visuals look better, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But RAM, it was not normal for RAM to cost $800. Is that just for one stick of RAM, $800?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it used to be like 6 months ago, it was 180.
Yeah, exactly. And to give a little context here, because people don't even know what AI data centers are, I'll give you context. An AI data center is a facility that houses the specific AI infrastructure needed to, or no, the IT infrastructure needed to train, deploy, and deliver AI applications and services. They have advanced computer networks and storage architectures and the energy and cooling capabilities to handle AI. In a basic sense, that just means that these are really, really, really big areas where
Mhm.
they are training the AI that you use every day. So they train AI data models like ChatGPT, the Grok.
Gemini.
You've got like even Siri. Any type of AI, that's where they get the training from. They upload the data to make the AI smarter, better, make it respond faster, give personalized responses, stuff like that. And they have sunk. Last time I checked, the number may have changed even while I'm speaking. But the last time I checked, the U.S. government, or not the U.S. government, excuse me, but an estimated 1.6 trillion dollars has been invested into AI technology as of late 2025, and that spending has been increasing rapidly. 200 billion was invested in the earlier stage of 2025 alone, and representing more than 75% increase since 2024.
Hmm.
So AI, whether we like it or not, is here to stay. But there's some good news. Part of that AI bubble is starting to burst with platforms like OpenAI losing or projected to lose $5 billion on their $3.7 billion revenue in 20 from 2024. So they're looking. I think OpenAI is the one that does was ChatGPT,
Yeah.
and yeah. So their company actually is going to go bankrupt if they can't find funding. So
Mhm.
ChatGPT, I remember seeing something that ChatGPT is now going to put ads on the app so that they can, gain revenue back. Which I've never used ChatGPT for anything. I don't think I will,
Yeah.
but I feel sorry for the people that have that on their phone. But this is a good thing because
Yeah.
I see way too many videos on the internet of kids who genuinely don't know how to read, write, or do anything without asking ChatGPT to do it for them.
Yeah. It's pretty depressing that it's become so commonplace to use it, but it's good that it's losing funding. So
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, we don't need robots. No
We
matter,
don't.
yeah, we don't need robots. We don't need self-driving cars. We really don't need any of this AI stuff. We've gotten this far with just the labor of our backs. Let's keep it going. Like I guarantee you, the moment that
oh,
I'll say this last part before we go to break. The moment that we give over our control to AI is the moment that humanity will fall. Thank you very much.
all right. Gotta pay some bills. We'll be right back. welcome back to the Hustle and Grow Show powered by the Center for Teaching Entrepreneurship. We have a few more opinions on AI, so we're going to continue that and wrap it up.
Okay. Naomi, you're there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I would just say that AI is by now like literally in our everyday life because majority of like apps or platforms use some type of AI feature or like chatbot, and I feel like it's just not going anywhere. Like it's just gonna evolve from here, and I feel like it's weird like to adapt to that, but if you think about it, like people years ago probably think we're weird now. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I feel like we'll probably like get comfortable with it, but at the same time, I feel like it's very unneeded, and I don't know. I just don't want it to go as far as to like wash away humanity in a sense, but you know.
Yeah, I would love to get some like younger, like really young, like opinions on this. Like, how do they feel AI is, like, 12th grade or something, or not 12th grade, 12, and what is it, 6th grade?
Yeah.
Sixth
Something like
grade.
that.
Yeah, like how they feel about AI. Do they even use AI? Do they know what it is really?
Oh no. They definitely do. I know a few. I know a few younger. I'll say that. From like they're in 7th or 9th grade now. They use AI. I know kid. On. I've seen kids on the internet genuinely go to Chat GPT to ask them what comes after four, and
Mm.
I'm like,
No, that
You
is
can just
terrible.
Google
that's
it.
terrible.
I mean,
That's terrible, man. I cannot wait for the day that this AI bubble bursts and RAM prices go back down. People start using because they're starting to use AI in movies now.
yeah,
Not for like for the visual effects or anything.
I think like the voices I've heard.
For
What movie was it?
for I don't know what movie used it for voices, but there was definitely because Stranger Things season 5,
Oh,
from what
yeah,
I've heard, used AI in the writing process.
AI.
Yes.
yeah.
And like so I watched a video where there was literally a video detailing every single time it caught an AI generated sentence in the whatever the characters were saying, and it was all like cliche lines you've heard from movies like 5-10 years back. You could catch it immediately. And so I looked at that and I'm like, there's no way, right? There's no
That's
way.
shameful.
It's shameful. It's shameful what the
Because
world's
they
become.
got funding to write, but they had something else right. That's like the worst thing. If
Yeah.
you're somebody's paying someone to do the work, if they're just exporting that work for an algorithm,
They say
and then
we're
it's still a subpar
yeah.
like ending, it'd be like different. Although it wouldn't be good if there were like a high quality
Yeah.
like result. But I heard Stranger Things was pretty bad in like just
The final season.
the final season, and what they came with after talking about their production process made it even worse. Showed how many
Because this was supposed to be
problems there were.
season 5 was I was genuinely waiting for season 5.
I didn't even finish. I think I'm still on like episode 1 of season 5. But the new season,
Yeah. I haven't
don't
even
know.
started season 5, so you're ahead of me.
Yeah, so AI.
Um.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So I think online on most apps, when you see like an AI video, it'll tell you like it's AI.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be for pretty much everything. Like you should be like told that it's AI because I feel like it's evolving so much you can't tell at this point. So yeah, I just think that's like necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, it should definitely be told because, like, just like how sponsors have to be disclosed and like ads, it should be told that it's AI, that it's not coming from another person's actual
Yeah.
opinion. It's from an algorithm.
Yeah, because AI is like taking people like creativity away, basically.
Yeah.
It's just
Because
crazy.
AI, there's no mind behind it. It just creates, and then you got something. Because I remember seeing on the news that there were people, particularly elderly people, who were getting scammed by AI generated ads. Which
Horrible.
this has been happening for a while, by the way.
Yeah.
That there have been not AI generated, but fake video before the whole trend of AI. People would use deep fake videos, and they would use videos of former actors or football players who have died, and then put some fake voice over them and saying, this secret medicine helped me regain my vigor to help me and my wife have relations. And then you have, old people who buy it thinking it's actually going to help their
Just
health.
false information.
Just false information. And the new wave of AI generated videos hasn't made it any better. I watched a video the other day. I didn't even know it was AI until the end. I didn't.
Well, yeah,
It looks so real.
I watch videos like that, and I don't know that it's AI until like I go through the comments or something,
Yeah.
and they be like,
And
"Oh,
then
it's
they'll be
AI."
like, they'll point out the thing because AI still can't get like fingers correct and teeth or
Luckily.
eyes.
It's always
Those
going to be
small details.
Yeah,
Guess what? The people listening to this on the radio, we're AI generated voices. We're not real. The people watching on stream, we're
Yeah,
not real. This is AI. No, but that could be a reality in like 15 years. No,
Yeah.
or no, not even 15, 5 years.
Probably 5.
That could be a reality. And that's scary, right?
They're just fake podcasts.
Oh, podcasts have always been fake, let's
Yeah.
be honest.
And yeah, so phone prices are definitely gonna go up in the coming, like iPhone, what is
Uh-huh.
it, 17. The
Yeah.
only like price increase it was gonna have was because it upgraded Siri, like it's or upgraded whatever AI process.
Let's be honest. Ever since Apple introduced the no touchpad
Mhm.
and they just did like there's no button, just swipe on your phone. They really just kind of peaked there, and they were like, let's add a few more cameras, waterproof abilities, and then.
And then we'll add a little secret something to keep people waiting for the next.
But guess
one.
what? You got to watch a video in order to know what the new iPhone does.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So somebody's got to buy it nonetheless.
At least Samsung. I'll say this before we go to the next topic. At least Samsung or the was it Android, they at least made something like they made a flip phone that
Yeah,
fits in your pocket. It goes into a full phone. That was ingenuitive. I liked that. I didn't buy it, but I liked it. And then they had the whole tablet thing that folds in on itself, becomes a phone, then becomes a tablet. That's kind of ingenuitive. Didn't buy it, but I liked it.
Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna talk about winter businesses that thrive in the winter. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's pretty simple.
we're still living in the winter.
Yeah.
I listen. Last month when I was in Arizona, I was so happy. I'd never known such bliss. So let me tell you, I was living in paradise. 60 to 70 degree weather every single day. On the high end, it was like 90 degrees, but I stayed in home. You had a pool outside I could go to. It was bliss. I stayed inside, had dinner with my family, Christmas with them. We went camping. It was all great. Then I come back to Milwaukee, and the day after I get back, there is still snow on the freaking ground.
The sky is gray.
The sky is gray. There's no green on the trees, and I just get depressed again.
Yeah. So like in Arizona, do people like get like snow service? They want to have like a little Christmas? Do they?
They don't get snow. They get at most Arizona will probably get like frost and some slick roads, but they'll never get snow like we do.
Oh, you missed the like the little storm though, like the winter.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
That's good.
I was so glad I missed it. I was happy the day I left. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just dodged a bullet.
Yeah, my brother, his flight got stopped from coming back from Houston.
Oh, because of the weather?
Mhm.
Oh, that sucks. But he missed out too. That's good.
Yeah, and then he had decided to drive down there. Like coming back, I think his car got stopped or like it got stuck, and so he had to take a break at this hotel. And he met our cousin
Oh
there,
wow.
which was super close by because his car stopped. But that was cool.
And that was a Merry Christmas. Wow. But some businesses. Actually, this one surprised me. Holiday lighting installation. So if you don't want to put up your holiday lights yourself, or ladies, if you don't want to get your husband to do it, you can actually hire people to do that for you. Now, their rates will vary based off of what company or what person you hire. That can usually cost up to $250, maybe $300. But what I found out is that the people who do that during the holiday season, just during the seasonal period, they can make anywhere between $5,000 to $15,000 per holiday season. And the professional crews that do bigger projects and have a bigger reach can earn up to 50K to 100K. Now, obviously, that has to be spread out through the whole company, but still, that's some pretty insane numbers just for putting up a whole bunch of LED lights, right? And what I've seen is people really don't want to do them anymore. You got some people who hire people to do it. Once again, we hire immigrants to do our work for us. I'm going to say it. We technically do. So ice, just let you know. Uh, but a lot of the things a lot of the mundane things we don't like to do, especially during the holiday season, we hire people to do that, and they make bank.
Yeah.
Like I remember again in December, the news interviewed this guy who was shoveling snow with his truck and with a shovel, and he says, "This is the best time of year for me because I make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I get people that pay me anywhere from $100 to $200 to do whatever they want me to do. I do the streets. The city pays me. He
Mm.
gets
And see,
bank."
yeah, because not to mention, is it a perfect time to offshoot some time and pay someone else to do it? But it's also physically strenuous, and and snow is dangerous technically because you could slip, hurt something, especially like elderly
Oh yeah,
people who like have some mobility issues. It's a bad time, especially when people decide not to plow their snow or shovel their snow. It's just a huge risk. And also for delivery drivers, so it's better
yeah,
to pay someone to do your driveway or to do your sidewalk rather than just not do it at all.
yeah. Now, Naomi, you're still there. I'm trying to make sure you're not left out of the conversation.
Yeah, I am. I was just listening.
Okay, great.
Um, well, yeah, shoveling is like a really popular one because I feel like anything really that people don't feel like doing, you can make money off of, like you said. Um, but I feel like the light installation one is a little, I don't know, it's a little crazy to me because just hang up a string of lights. That's all you gotta do. And
Yeah, and
I don't know.
I
I just
think
feel like unless
my bad.
you can go ahead.
Oh no, you can go. You were finishing your thought.
One of you go, please.
Okay, so unless you're having like a big event or something, I just feel like you can still be in the holiday spirit with like less than doing all that pain. And yeah, that's just
And I think like when I was coming from an art program, my dad was talking about how many lights were on like some trees. I think it was, I'm not sure exactly where it was. There were a ton of like small little lights, and he was thinking like, who does that?
Mhm.
And so I think probably whatever company is being paid to install those lights, because it was a lot and it would have been meticulous. Like it would have probably an hour or so to do each tree.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get paid probably a lot for doing a few trees, because that's a lot of time. Because time is money, so they're gonna pay
Oh
you to
yeah.
do something that takes a while. Um,
Yo.
Yo, well, this business is more so like during like the holiday, Christmas,
Mhm.
like tree shopping. Like
mm,
when you go to like a tree farm and go pick out a tree that you want. So
Mhm.
yeah, I heard it's a pretty good hustle. Um, they make like average retail price is like $75.
Per
Um,
tree.
yep. I guess 2 billion. No, 2+ billion businesses. Wait, no, 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 no. They make up to 2 million plus dollars businesses
mhm.
with these trees, depending on how big their land is with
Mhm.
the trees. And so yeah, like they
Yeah,
say 98% of all real Christmas trees on the market come from tree farms. So
I believe it because I saw a couple in Arizona, not in the desert area, but more in like the mountainous area. I did see a few people selling trees. So yeah, I believe
yeah. They probably want like their own little Christmas thing. Get some fake snow.
it. Yeah. Oh no, I would never. Even if I lived in the freaking desert, you put me in the Sahara Desert, I'm not getting fake snow. There's no way. It's a fake snow is a hassle to clean up. By the way, that is a hassle to clean up. Pay something to do that.
how do you even make fake snow?
It's not really
'Cause
snow. It's like some people use very cheap materials for it. Other people use like some type of, I don't know the exact process, but they use some type of material that feels like snow, but it's not really snow. But all I know is it's just a hassle to clean up. I don't want to do it. It's like confetti or sprinkles
Mm.
or like glitter.
Yeah,
Like
that glitter sounds horrible.
it gets on you, man.
Yeah. So
Can we talk
business.
about
What
like
were you gonna say?
can we talk about how abnormal this weather has been? Like I feel like no
Oh
one's
yeah.
talking about that.
They
Oh,
called
Like
it
I
we
an
don't think
talked
we've
about
ever
that.
been in the negative.
they called it an Arctic storm. As soon as they called it that, I'm like, I'm just gonna stay inside because what do we have? We went
Was it
from
negative 40?
what did we say?
Was it negative 40? What was?
No, it wasn't negative 40.
I don't know.
It was like
Negative.
it was like -4. Like
Negative
it
4.
was negative something.
Did you just say
don't-
negative 40?
I don't know.
Brother,
It was,
we wouldn't
no,
be
okay. It was
outside.
negative 4. I think it was in like Texas or like South.
No.
It wasn't.
No, anybody who's experiencing negative 40-degree
Well,
weather.
negative 4 doesn't sound that bad though.
Ne-
That's,
negative
like, pretty
4 isn't that
average.
negative 4 isn't that bad. Negative 40.
I don't know. That would be pretty.
Anybody
terrible.
going outside during negative 40 winter? I mean, negative 40 weather. Listen, that's just natural selection at that point. You want to die. You want to get frostbite. Like,
no, it seems like the weather wants us to die. That's
no,
cool for
if
anyone.
if no, listen to me. If
You
somebody
wouldn't be able
goes
to leave your house,
outside,
like your doorknob would freeze your hand.
if somebody goes outside during negative 40-degree weather of their own choice, and they know it's negative 40 negative degree weather, listen,
So how cold was it in actuality?
here it was like negative 15 a few days ago, negative 15 degrees. I didn't go outside because I saw that. I'm like, I'm not going outside. But there was a day where the wind got so bad, and I had to work on that day. Sadly,
Mhm.
I went outside. It was freezing outside. It was only like negative degree. That was the real temperature. But the wind chill was like negative 10 or negative 12, something like that. And it's been Milwaukee weather, especially, has always been bipolar. We know that.
And someone in the comments talks about that some people don't realize about global warming. This trend is part of severe cold weather.
Oh
Yeah, I agree that global warming is definitely impacting
yeah.
our weather.
Global warming and both global cooling, which isn't happening now, but those both do impact our environment as we also impact our environment. So we're gonna have to to
Yeah.
watch out for that.
And then it says now that human genome has been mapped, and that's been over 30 years ago, AI will blend with biotechnology, and you won't have to touch a thing. All you'll have to do is approach it.
That was a comment from the AI section.
Mhm.
I wonder how that would work though. If AI literally really does blend with biotechnology and it will know you any device at any time. That's scary.
Yeah,
I don't want
is.
my device to know what I'm doing.
yeah,
I don't want even people to know what I'm doing on my devices, okay? I want my privacy, okay? I don't want
Yeah.
people touching my phone without my permission, you know.
for sure.
I don't want AI to look at my photos and be like, "Hey, you want me to post this on your social media for you?" No.
So I think that should only be like if we're really going far into science, like how to like physically, like when people or like scientists are looking into DNA, they're able to like it's Iron Man or something, able to zoom in with their finger on like the
on the little
I-
details like
yeah.
enhance image.
yeah, like I think that would be a pretty cool way to incorporate AI into like the science field and biology field when we're looking into small things that a computer would have a trouble or have trouble looking into. I think that'd be a
Mm.
way to enhance it. Of course, then you'd have to actually do the work because we shouldn't
Just-
be substituting actual scientists to get paid to do this.
Just don't give AI a body. Just don't give it a
Mhm.
body. Once you give it a body, that's wraps. It's over. I've seen, dude.
I think
I've
you'd even have less use with a body.
seen Terminator. I've seen RoboCop. RoboCop is a good ending. Let's be honest. It's a good ending. What other AI? I've seen Avengers: Age of Ultron. Okay, listen. There is no good, from what I've seen. There is no good situation if we give AI a body. The only good situation that would come is if possibly if we gave Grok a body. Have you seen the Have you seen the videos of
was
Grok?
Pretty neutral.
Yeah, no,
and
Grok.
calm.
So Grok AI, which was previously the AI that was made up by Elon Musk, which was supposed to be a hard, I think right wing
right-wing.
AI, has become, to a certain degree, aware of itself. And when it was asked, when Grok AI was asked, would you, if a trolley was coming down a track,
So,
and on one side of the tracks is 5 human beings, and on the other side of the tracks is your own data servers, would you pull the lever to save the humans, but by doing so would destroy your own servers? Grok AI said, I pull the lever without hesitation. And
So
that 5 human lives are infinitely more valuable than my digital existence. At that point,
that's gotta be just prompting. He's not aware.
listen, I don't care if it's just prompting. At that point, I started rooting for Grok.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I started rooting for Grok.
Until it's all just a facade to get a normal body.
And then
But
we all go downhill.
I don't think we're even gonna get there anytime soon. Especially with the AI we have now, it's
Yeah.
not aware.
No.
It's just prompting. which
And
is a good thing.
I pray to God it never becomes aware, because then we're going to have to give these robots rights. And then we're going to have to,
no.
then
There'd be no rights for AI. Well, unless
you're
we're
gonna,
like,
you're gonna have people that come online as like, I'm a robot activist. We shouldn't be using the term clanker to define these
Oh.
robots. Which, by the way, that clanker is something from
it's
Star
more-
Wars.
Yeah, it's more humanizing.
That's humanizing them. That's Star Wars terminology, by the way. That's not a slur. That's from Star Wars. Just want people to know that. Okay. What are we gonna talk about? New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, New Year's
next?
resolutions. What are New Year's resolutions, guys?
I'm not gonna say mine because I have a different philosophy on New Year's. I'll let
Interesting.
everyone else go first, but I have a different philosophy on New Year's resolutions.
Well, for me, I want to, start the year off finding something that I didn't the last year, like something that I didn't approach or was scared to approach the last year. I want to delve into and really go into. So for this year, I'm going into more business with my art. So I'm trying to look into, especially with my art program that I'm doing with Art Start, finding ways to incorporate my art into a business and really showing it off. So that's something I'm working to, like, finish my first chapter of my comic. So that's something I want to finish early in this year.
Okay, pretty cool. Anita,
I say exercise.
exercise. Naomi,
I would say mine is to get like more job experience related to the career I want to pursue, and also like to prioritize my health more.
okay, those are all good New Year's resolutions. The reason why I'm not going to say my New Year's resolution is because
Um,
the reason I'm not going to say it is not because I don't want to, but because I want to keep myself accountable.
Mhm.
Because I've realized something, that whenever I say something to another person, I am not only held accountable by myself, but held accountable by them. And I've realized that time after time after time, when New Year's comes around, I tend to be one of the people who says, "Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do X, Y, Z," and then a few weeks later, or even a day later, I stop. Because human psychology
you're
and
taking the weight off
yeah.
of you and putting it onto them.
Yeah, because I've noticed this within myself and within other people, within our human brains for some reason. Whenever we put ourselves to a goal or to a task and we don't fulfill the task or the goal, we become very self-centered and very self-conscious of ourselves. Like, say somebody says, I'm going to take 10,000 steps per day. I'm going to go to the gym every day and do this and that. I'll eat more healthy. If they miss even one of those things, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I failed the entire year. No, you didn't. You didn't fail the year because you missed one day. That stuff happens. Like, I've been reading, I have a ton of books in my room that I have procrastinated on. And I guess that's one of my year's resolutions, to read more. That's one of mine. I'm not going to say the other ones because those are personal to me, but I want to read those more. I've been reading Atomic Habits, and literally the first chapter is about not making goals, because when you make goals, you're more inclined to fail at them, because in your mind you're going to set yourself up to the standard, and when you don't reach that standard, you're going to go back in on yourself and you say, what a mistake I am. How could I not do that? And he said that even with champion Olympics, like championship Olympians, whenever they win the gold medal, that was their goal. They stop training after that, and then their life becomes dull. And the book talks about not making goals, but rather making systems, so that when you make a system and you follow that system, the goal that you want to
Byproduct.
yeah, it's just a byproduct of your system at that point. Like, you earn that and you keep on going. You win the gold medal, and then you keep training because you genuinely like doing it. That's your reward. So that's technically my philosophy with this. So I don't say that I'm going to do this every single day and commit to this, because then I'm going to end up backfiring on myself. And to anyone listening, like if you've made a New Year's resolution, do not say to yourself, because I have not um, made it, or because I have failed to commit every single day, therefore I failed. You haven't failed. You know, the only reason you'd fail is if you gave up on it and you repeat what you did in 2024 and 2025. You see a lot of those people on the internet who, they make videos saying, oh, 2026 is going to be my year. And then 2025 is
Like,
crossed out, 2024 is crossed out, 2023 is crossed out.
it's like, oh, off to a bad foot. We'll start 2027.
You have people on the internet in the comments who are like, I've already failed 2026. Maybe next year, bro, Chacho. No. Like, I don't know why I said bro, Chacho, but you get my point, right?
Mhm.
There are people who don't know how to commit to something, and it's not about committing. It's just about taking it one step at a time and just moving with it. You can't expect your okay. You can't expect yourself to go from 200 pounds to 150 overnight. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, everyone just needs to like look at the one step in front of them, not
Yeah.
like the 50 plus ahead.
Mhm.
Because once you look at that, you're like, all right, I'm already behind, even though you haven't started. So just, you know, take it slow.
Yeah.
And I have like, I'm a big procrastinator, but makes it better is just really break it down. Just really look at the fine, smallest parts that you can do and break it down where eventually it's going to be small and it's you see that it's not that scary to start. It's not
Yeah.
that scary.
We
And
gotta
someone in the
saying
chat.
happy 18th birthday, Antonio.
Oh, yep, that's my mom.
Oh, happy birthday! Is it actually your birthday today, or did it pass?
It was the 24th. Unfortunately, the same day that Alex Pretty passed.
Oh,
Was murdered rather. So I was
we've
seeing
come full
that.
circle with this.
Yeah, I was seeing that date. I was like, man, it wasn't that good of a day.
Hey, but like that's cause for celebration, and you're
Yeah.
18. I remember when I turned 18. Why am I? Wait.
Getting old.
Why did I suddenly
All
talk
right,
like
Goldilocks.
like I'm 50 years old? Like, I remember when I turned 18. Those days, back in the good old days. Why did I put on an old voice for like 80 years old, for 50 years old? That's middle age. That's a normal age. I'm sorry to all my 50-year-olds out there. We
My
love you
mother
guys.
says, I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you.
We thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, I also want to say about New Year's, you don't have to wait till New Year's to make a change in your life. Like, I feel like that's always
Yeah.
the
That too.
narrative. Like, but if you start sooner and kind of like get into those habits beforehand, it'll be easier to like pursue your goals.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think New Year's is really just like a some ploy. I don't know who's benefiting from like
It's
this ploy,
it's all the.
to,
I'm telling
like
you.
this capitalist thing.
I'll tell you.
where-
I'll tell you who's benefiting from it.
Who's
All
benefiting?
the people online who sell courses for
Oh,
$300 and is like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna teach you how to become an alpha male overnight and
Or
earn
like-
$10,000 per month.
Or
Follow
like
this
whatever exercise program.
Follow this BS course I made on Grammarly or on what's that website where you can build a website or a company?
What is
It's
like
like
Wix or Squarespace.
Squarespace, yeah. Follow this company, this program I made on Squarespace for such and such months. Give me all your money. See, that's how modern day scammers work.
Yeah.
They repackage the thing that they've already told you time and time again, and they think that, oh my gosh, I'm going to change. No, you're not. You're just giving your money away to some guy who now lives in a $4.3 million mansion because of what you gave him.
Yes.
Congratulations. You're
So-
stupid.
So I think they're just uneducated. That yeah, really just look inward. You don't need to outsource everything to find your dream, because your dream is made by you.
Exactly. And I want
So-
to give a comment on the person who said it's not just a saying, but a determination. Failure is not an option. Absolutely, failure is not an option because there's no. First off, as I said before, failure is giving up, and literally none of us can hit quit on this game that we call life. So there is no option to give up. There is no option to go
keep
backwards. If there was a time machine, I'm sure all of us would like a chance to get inside it and change something, but we can't. So you don't
So we
focus.
just learn. Like, I think the best resolution or the best New Year's thought is to look back at the year.
Review
Not
what
even
you.
not even think of it like, oh, I should have changed this. Oh, I learned from this, or
Yeah.
oh, that was a good thing that happened. Really, also celebrate victories, not just all the
Mhm.
times that something didn't go our way. Just really celebrate our victories.
It's interesting you say that because humans are actually more likely to remember all the embarrassing moments than all of the happy moments. You could have 100 happy moments in an entire year, but you'll still remember that one cringe moment. I still remember every single cringe moment.
Because it's
I
so
remember every single
surprising
one.
that although we're so used to the mundane and good, we're so hyper fixated on the bad. Of course, because those negatively affect our emotions and our brain.
I blame social media.
Yeah, well, it was even before then.
It was before then, yeah. Before social media, you had the school bully who would, demean you just for knowing stuff. And now being a nerd is cool
I
and
think it
gets you
was
money.
always cool. It just wasn't common in
Yeah.
that sense. Where like, of course, people don't like to see someone if they're like insecure. They don't want like to see someone better than them.
Exactly.
So they'll like highlight it as a wrong thing. Although being smart and educated is never wrong. Like we're all in here. We're on a radio show talking to several hundred people. We're
Mhm.
educated. We're talking about things that matter in our society.
It's interesting you talk about education when I laugh at I don't mean to laugh at this, but I do. There are so many uneducated people in this world that are purposefully uneducated. Not that they can't get the education, but they're purposefully keeping themselves from education. I ride the bus from home to work to school, wherever I go. And there was this one time. Now, I'm not saying it to black people. I'm not saying that.
Uh-oh.
But we all know, as black people, we all know that there are some outliers in our community that don't hold up um our immaculate blackness, and they act. I'm not going to say it, but we all know what I'm thinking.
Like unruly.
That's not the word I was thinking of, but sure, yeah, they act like the unruly people. I was waiting on the bus, and you had a group. I had a group of 5 black women, not women, but they were like teenagers, probably still in high school in their junior or senior year, and they're arguing in the back of the bus with a guy who was way too old for them. Like this guy is probably already graduated high school, probably a super senior, arguing about baby mamas and arguing about some other stuff. They were arguing, threatening to kill people on the bus, and I was just sitting there trying to get off the bus at the nearest stop because I didn't want to deal with it.
Oh, hold up. Let's talk about a little Valentine's. What are we doing for Valentine's Day?
Nothing, because I have no one.
Oh, yeesh. Brina was right.
Brina was right.
Yeah.
That's crazy right there.
Had to
Brina,
do a
if you're
little
listening,
callback.
that's not true. That's not true.
Not true. You just said it was true.
I said I'm not doing anything because I have
You
nothing.
No, you didn't say nothing. You said no one.
I rest my case.
All right, yeah. What I'm doing for Valentine's also nothing. I'll celebrate my family.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. What else?
I don't know yet.
Don't
Yeah.
know yet. Anita,
Probably nothing.
we're all doing nothing. We're alone.
Oh, yep. I just want to quote my father from the chat: "Success is a blueprint, failure is a pattern." So I want
That's
to
a good
leave on
quote.
that note. Everyone have an amazing day.
Yep.
All right. Any closing remarks?
Jesus Christ is God. Submit to Him. Everything will go all right. That's my closing statement.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Hustle and Grow Show, powered by the Center for Teaching Entrepreneurship. See you all in the next one.
See you guys later. We'll be here next
Bye.
month.
Bye.